Hey, good evening, BHS family. We're here to usher in the new week with you and take leave of Shabbat and do Havdalah with you. And so, before I get started, I took a lot of time to try and figure out what I wanted to say this week in addition to the Havdalah ceremony, but there's so much going on, I really couldn't figure out what I wanted to say exactly, but one thing that really stood out in my mind recently was what we did for Purim this week, and what we did with Dr. Buyuraker with storytelling, telling the whole Megillah on stage. And it really was a challenge for me. It brought me out of my comfort zone because I'm just not a good storyteller, and I'm not a good joke teller as well. And so it really challenged me to memorize various components of things and of the story, and also when we do things for singing songs it seems to be easier to sing for learn certain zemirot, learn certain tefillot, and so it just got me to thinking about what was going on recently with the war, and the things that were a challenge to our ancestors after World War II and during the war. And most recently, this past semester for school, I had to choose a final paper topic, and so I wrote about the historical importance of the Siddur in Jewish communities and in Messianic Jewish communities. And so this is my Siddur here, and this is where I'm going to read their prayers from Havdalah. But one thing that really stuck out to me when I was doing research for this paper was a siddur that was written by a woman from memory, completely from memory. So this, if you go to yadvashem.org, you can find more information on this. But her name is Haya Ehrenstern, and she was born in Satmar, Hungary in 1920. And she was deported with her family to the Synagogue ghetto, and from there to Auschwitz. And Haya survived the selection at Auschwitz and was sent to Samaretta, a satellite camp of Buchenwald, where she worked in a munitions factory. And Haya wrote the text of the Siddur from memory on pieces of paper that were used to wrap weapons parts in the factory. After the war, Haya immigrated to Canada, and Haya's daughter, Tova Dror, donated the prayer book to Yad Vashem. And so if you go to the website or even perhaps contact them, they could probably provide more of the story. But the reason that this spoke to me so much, and I chose to just mention it tonight, was because I always tell my children that it's important to put God's word into your heart, and so we have lots of different Bibles here. Here's a TLV, and we have a CJV, right, and an ESV, and we have multiple copies, and we have them in different translations, and we have interlinear versions, and we have study Bibles, and we have Humashim and all kinds of things. And so, but perhaps one day we might not have the access to them that we do now. And so how much will we remember? And so this woman wrote a siddur from memory. So that just really I have been thinking about that so much, and I wrote the paper just before just before the war started, when the last semester had ended, and then it just got me thinking about this woman again, with the war in Ukraine and the bravery of the military and the citizens and people who are fighting for freedom. We might not have the freedom to have this, or to have the Siddur. So I'm thankful to be able to read from it and to read from it to you tonight and sing. But it's also great to remember things, and it's also great to memorize things, so that you can retell things and pass things on. So anyway, I'm going to read the text in for Hine El Yeshuati in English first, and then we'll sing together. And actually, are you going to sing? I'll have you sing. Okay, I think Ang is going to sing, and I'll read in English.
The whole thing?
Yes, just here. Okay? Okay, so this says, "Behold, God is my salvation. I will trust and not be afraid. The Lord is my strength and my song. He has become my salvation. With joy you will draw water from the springs of salvation. Salvation is the Lord's. On your people is your blessing, Selah. The Lord of hosts is with us. The Lord of Jacob is our stronghold, Selah. The Lord of hosts, happy is the one who trusts in you. Lord, save. May the King answer us on the day we call. For the Jews there was light and gladness, joy and honor, so may it be for us. I will lift the cup of salvation and call on the name of the Lord." So did you want to start?
Hine el Yeshuati, Eftach v'lo echad, Ki aziv v'zimrat Adonai, Vayili li Yeshua
Amen.
Lie, lie, la, 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 lie, 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 la, 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 lie, 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 la, la, lie, 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 la, 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 lie, 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 la, 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 lie, lie, la, la, lie. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei meorei ha'esh borei meorei ha'esh amen. Lai lai la la lai 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 la la lai la la lai 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 la la lai 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 la la lai 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 la la lai lai la la lai 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 la la lai. Just a second. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamadil ben kodesh lechol ben or lechoshech ben Yisrael le'amim ben yom hashvi'i l'sheshet yamei hamaseh. Baruch atah Adonai hamabdil ben kodesh lechol amen. Lai lai la 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 lai lai la 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 lai lai la la lai 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 la la lai. I was thinking while I was singing. That's enough. And then I realized I was still singing.
Oh, doesn't want to go out. Oh, there you go. It's a good light. Eliyahu Hanavi, Eliyahu Hatishbi, Eliyahu, Eliyahu, Eliyahu Hagiladi, Bimhera Le'amenu, Yavo Eleinu, Imoshiach ben David, Imoshiach ben David, Eliyahu Hanavi, Eliyahu Hatishbi, Eliyahu, Eliyahu, Eliyahu Hagiladi. Shavuato, 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 Shavuato. Have a good week.